Alright guys, I'm gonna never fished this dock before. Doing something different today. You know, I keep thinking about that, sitting out thinking about this in the evening sometimes when I'm editing. I edited 2 or 3 videos last night. That's a nice fish, guys. He's about 10 and a half. This is the new color. Right now I'm calling it Star because it's got a dazzle top. I'm gonna throw a variety of colors down. I got some the UV lime colors I'm gonna throw. But anyway, I was thinking, I've never fished these docks up through here, and this on the river end. There's some docks over here, up to the right here, and then basically the docks almost stop after you go about a mile here. It gets really thin, and there's no docks for a long ways. But I stopped on this dock. I've just been checking docks this morning. I've checked quite a few, nothing on them. The reason I stopped here is to see the bank. That's right. You know it's a good fall, right? I mean, it's almost straight up right there. So that dock back there had nothing. This in here has a couple right here. I got a long sleeve shirt on, guys. You know why? It was 58 degrees this morning. Our weather's crazy. I've never seen nothing like it. Let me unbutton my shirt so I can pull this. Pull the camera. Look here. See those little marks right there? Ain't but a couple right there. That's a brace too. They're hanging on that brace. Just a few of them. I done lost one jig. Yeah, that's the thing about the braces. The braces on this dock are going this way. Across the front braces that are going this way from post to post. So I've got to throw up and let it fall down from the brace and try to sucker them out. Or, and that's what that one did, he come running out. Or I got to throw back in there and work it back across the top of them. I cannot let it sink. A decent crappie. Bam. Nice crappie here, guys. I get a hold of him. I'm holding that line, ain't I? How many times y'all seen the jig come off when I'm holding that line come and smack me in my hand? Like so, I've had him go in far enough to make me squall, but that's a nice crappie right there, buddy. This is on the silver bullet stinger. I'm going to show y'all something else too. So let me get rid of him. I'm using a weedless head. I got a video on how to make a jig weedless. This is 60-pound mono. And why did I go to that? Because that last dock down has braces, and I lost a couple jigs. This is this rod here. This is 6-pound test. This is the only rod I have 6-pound test on. This one, excuse me. This one, and I do have a new rod I just put on the boat with 6 on it. I've been using for bass fishing. If I run across the dock full of bass, I've been throwing a 3-inch minnow at them with that. Because bass will break you off, guys, around these docks. So I'm throwing this weedless head, and that was the first cast too. Now I don't know where they're at. I seen them when I seen them on the depth finder. I just stopped them through. All right, there's some under this platform. I caught that one back in there. Oh, that's nice because he got some shoulders. The water has a little color to it. Oh yeah, he does have some shoulders. He can make me get my net out. Now, that's a good thing, right? Like I said, I went to this weedless head because a lot of these docks here have braces, and with this wind going and stuff like that, beat me. I mean, look at like an ocean coming in here, doesn't it? I'm gonna tell you, most people would go home. That's a nice fish, guys. Bam. All right, on the silver bullet stinger. Yeah, most people would go home. They'd go like, why in the world would you even want to fish out there today, Dennis? Well, that's a good question. I was trying to make a video because I got a YouTube channel. All right, guys. I'm going to tell y'all a trick. No, excuse me, I'm not going to tell you a trick. I lied. I'm going to tell you a secret. Hey, I'm catching on. After 3 years of YouTube, I'm watching these other guys, all these secrets. Richard Jean has so many secrets and ways to catch tons of fish. So I'm going to start copying him. I'm going to show y'all a way to catch tons of fish. I'm sitting here on this dock where I caught the last nice one. That's a nice fish, guys. A nice fish. That fish is over 11. All right. This is a Tweety bird. All right. I done made about 10 casts. They're following me. They're pecking at me. Now the weather's not perfect. Y'all can see the lake's white capping. It's actually white capping now. A little bit ago I said it's trying to. It is now. They would follow me. So, you know, the weather's kind of tough. We're behind. It's actually a cold front. It was 58 degrees this morning. It was 98 degrees day before yesterday. And yesterday it got up in like 80, 84, 85. And we had a storms come through. All right. So this is after a storm front. That's why it was so windy yesterday, and today's just as windy. So it's kind of a summer front, right? Does that make sense to you? Or post-storm front. They're very touchy today. My plan today to make this video was I was going to fish docks I've never fished. I've never fished this dock. Now, years ago, yes, I have bass fished this area. I was just thinking a little bit ago. I got in some bass one time on this point right here and done good. And I've caught bass up through here through the years. I've been here 22 years. But I've never just crappie fished up this bank. Why? Because I know where crappie are other places. So I usually don't have to come here. I catch crappie over there. I usually catch some crappie on that spot over there. So I thought, you know, let's go looking for some places that you usually don't fish. I said this in Sam's video, okay? The last one he put out. If you learn your lake, just like bass fishing, this is a good bass fisherman. A good bass fisherman, when he fishes a tournament, he says he picks out like 5 or 6 good spots, then some backup spots. Crappie fishing should be the same way every time you go crappie fishing. You should say, okay, I'm gonna check out spot 1, and then have your spots go to. And you'll catch fish, because they're gonna be at one of your spots. They do move. I went to a dock this morning, the very first dock I went to. I caught fish there yesterday. There was none there today. There was 2 or 3 on the corner of one of the dock, and I'm not sure they were crappie. But yesterday it was loaded. All right, it probably had 60, let's say 50 on it yesterday. There was a couple spots of crappie on, a couple schools. None today. They go out at night chasing shad. And if they chase shad up through here and daylight comes and they're up there a half a mile chasing shad, they don't turn and go back sometimes. They just go to a dock that they like and stop. All right? So that's what I'm looking for. Other places that they'd like to stop and rest. I done went through about 8 docks, 9 docks here, and I found crappie, a couple crappie on one, and I found crappie on this one. Now I'm going to show you the fish. There's not many. What's the secret? Downsize, guys. When the weather's bad, things ain't going right. I went to this Tweety bird, first cast. Yep, first cast I caught one on Tweety bird. This is a silver bullet color. I'm using the silver bullet color. I laid a couple colors out there. I laid Tadpole out. The silver bullet color is just a great color, guys. It looks real, doesn't it? It looks like a little silver bullet. That's why I call it silver bullet. Now let me show you right here. The boat's rocking so bad from the wind. Let me get down here. I can hold it. Let's go. See right here? Now they're not far back from the front, so I'm on the side. There's not many there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like it might be 12 to 15. Okay, and that's why they're nicer fish too. I don't know if y'all can see the wind. Look at these trees rocking. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Nobody else would be out here. Actually, I've only seen a couple of bass boats. Is all I've seen. There's one over. I think it's a bass tournament going on today. I heard somebody talking about it the other day, but let's see if I can get back in there. There's a tournament this weekend. Now here's the hard part, skipping. With the wave actions, when you hit the wave action, it kills your bait. Y'all have skipped a rock. When you skip a rock and it hits a wake, I got it. I'm using 2-pound test. I'm using 2-pound test, so back under that dock, if they hit it hard, I can get them out. You don't want to go any lighter. Look at there. 2K. Oh, he got off. I'm sorry, that got off. That's okay. That means 2 casts, 2 fish. And I bet you I made 10 casts before this with other baits. I even switched colors. I switched to a couple different colors. I even tried killer color in a stinger. I can't get back in there. Let me see. Got back in there again. Not easy. It's only about an 8-inch opening. And like I said, you gotta If it skips, you got to hit the water right at the opening. If you hit before, the wave action stops it. No, I'm not gonna get bit this time. Now, if they catch on to this Tweety bird, I'll go to a Tadpole Junior. I don't think I went back as far as I thought I did. Oh, I got one. Bam. All right. Now, I just made a short video. I loaded this weekend. I loaded this past weekend a short video. Come here. On downsizing. I reckon I'm proving my own point here, ain't I? All right, I'm not gonna run live here anymore. I'm gonna switch. That's a nice fish. I like this school. Now, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try another color. I'm gonna take this Tweety bird off the silver bullet. And you know, right now everybody's buying the LC Shad from me, and that's fine. That's a good bait. I've sold a lot of Tweety birds and the Tadpole Juniors, but here lately they haven't been the big sellers. And these little number 6 hooks, number 6 jigs, this is a 1/16 number 6. Yeah, that's why the jig head looks so much bigger than the hook. You gotta have that, guys. All right, let's try the sunshine color. Isn't that pretty? All right, I'll show you all the report here in a minute. All right, guys. I know y'all can hear the wind even through this microphone. I got a dead cat on it, and you probably can hear the wind because it's just howling. Oh, he think he wanted it? Y'all think he wanted it? There you go. Nifty little tool, I'll tell you. All right, guys, since I switched to smaller baits, I'm on a Tweety bird flash color now. I made a bunch of the Tweety birds and the junior baits in the flash colors, more than I did any other color, because I thought that this was going to be the best selling color in the Tweety bird and the junior baits, and it's not. That's the smaller one there. He's probably 9.5. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a real minnow? That's the flash color. Personally, if your water's clear at all, right now our visibility is not great because we had storms. Right now visibility is about 2 foot, I'm gonna say. Let me look here. Yeah, about 2 foot. And this color works fine, guys, because it looks real. They had 2 guys on Crappie Connection the other night, and they was talking about all kinds of stuff. I don't remember what the episode it was. Y'all need to go back and watch some of those. And there's an older guy, and he's won a lot of stuff. He was naming off all the Crappie things he has won. I think he won the Wally Marshall tournament too. They had down south. But anyway, I can't remember what it was now. My memory is not that good. But I do remember this. This is the point I got from watching it. They were talking about colors and baits and bait changes, and he said the same thing. He said sometimes you just got to use a different bait or bite some of it off. Yeah, you got to downsize, change it, change the color to catch fish. And he said the fish can see your bait in dirty water. He said they can see a natural color bait. He said before a live scope, he said I thought if you only had a foot visibility or less, you had to use orange, you had to use purple, you had to use black, chartreuse. He said since live scope, he said I found I can use a natural looking color that I would use in clear water that had 3 foot visibility. I can use that same bait in 1 foot visibility to catch fish. He said because that's what I'm doing now. I'm using more natural looking colors in stained water and dirty water and still catch the fish. He said we learn a lot from live scope. I have said that same thing how many times, because I haven't won any famous tournaments, but I've been saying that same thing, guys, for years. This flash color will catch fish up to water gets pretty dirty. Blue Boy will work in water stained. I think it's better in stained water like this than it is clear water. If I'm going to fish clear water, I'd rather have this flash color. I'd rather have this flash, mealtime, live bait, Slayer, Pink Lady, if you're going to do it in the Willowtails, Mine Dust, Yeah, minnow. There's a lot of colors I'd rather have than blue boy. Blue boy is my best seller, not because it catches fish and it works everywhere. Okay, I understand that. But watch that sometime. Because my point is, a lot of times is, guys, you need to be trying some other colors, okay? Because some days you got to find a color that works good. I caught a couple in the sunshine, I showed you all that. But I think right now the natural colors is working best for me, even though the water stain and the smaller baits. I've caught more so far here off this school on this, if I can get it back in there, the wave action stopped me, on this small bait, and I have the larger bait. It takes me sometimes 2 or 3 casts, guys, to get it back in there because I'm hitting the wave action. It took me 3 casts to get it back in there, guys, and I caught a fish as soon as it was skipped back in there. As soon as I let it sink a little bit and started moving it, bam. I'm telling you what, they love this flash color. They're hitting it better than any color I've thrown back in there yet. He's about 9 3/4. I think I'll pick this one up. Yeah. I think I done caught the big ones out of there. That's interesting. I've seen 2 or 3 on that front post right there. I hate that. I hate dropping fish. It knocks the slime off of them. All right. Don't like to get them on my carpet. This carpet's gonna go this winter. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Somebody sent me a picture of a boat the other day that had that. You can buy those boat liners you paint it on. It's kind of pebbly finish like some of these boats come with. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or do the foam. This is the plum color. Yep, plum color in the Tadpole Junior. All right, guys. I told you I seen a couple of bigger ones on the front post. I got one of them to hit me. Let's see how big. It was 3 of them there. I threw up there right behind the front post and let it sink. Yeah, they're nice. It's a nice fish. Come here. Yeah, he's not a monster, but he's a nice, yeah, he's nice. I could tell they were nicer fish. Look at that one. Bam! He liked old Plum Crazy. This Plum Crazy is a good color here, so I sell some of them. Some of the guys from Tennessee are buying Plum Crazy. They said purple was good there. Purple's good here too. So orange is the only color I don't do great on here. So that's just purple. There you go. That's a nice fish, guys. Yes, sir. He's good. He's good. He's probably right at 13. He's 12 3/4 to 13, maybe, something like that. All right. I'm gonna switch one more color. Guys, it's funny that I pulled up here using 2-inch baits, caught a couple fish, they quit, couldn't get them to bite me, fished for 10 minutes, nothing. They wouldn't even follow me. That's why they just peked behind me a little bit, switched to an 1.5-inch bait, and y'all know the rest of the story. Now this is a hold on, wild color. All right, guys, I cut the camera off and done the outro. I thought I'm gonna make one more cast before I leave here. Hey, this is a bonus fish right here. Not gonna charge y'all for it either. Look here. What'd Sam tell me when I fished with him? He said I saved the best dock for last. Look at there. Woo! That's a nice one. That's why I said I'm gonna make another cast or 2 before I leave here. There's some nice fish here. Oh boy, he's hooked right in the nose too. Sorry, buddy. Let's see if we can get you. Oh man. All right, guys, I got it out. I just cut the camera off for a minute because it's taking so daggone long. Bam. All right, guys, I'm sorry my camera cut off. My camera cut off and I couldn't get it coming back on. I was talking to you about the wild color and said I had some confidence in it. I was going to catch the fish, and I heard my camera cut off. And I reached down and cut it back on, and it cut off again. I think it's because the battery's dead. It's trying to tell me that the battery's dead. Let's see. I just now checked. It's still on. So make this fast. There you go. That's a nice fish, guys. That's a good 11.5, 11 3/4. Yeah, these cameras, guys. Sam and I was talking about we fished together. You don't know what the camera's gonna do. Could you get home and edit it? You go like, I hope I got everything. I had the video last night I made yesterday. There were some clips I couldn't find. I don't know what happened to them. All right, some fish I caught, and I'm going like, where's that clip? I never did find it. Evidently the camera didn't cut on. I thought it was on. I don't know. All right, guys, there you go before the camera cuts off again for me. I'm gonna go up through here real fast and check these other docks. I might go up on the right and check them. Gotta get me out of the wind because the wind's coming this way, right to me. All right, and if I find some other fish, I'll share that with you. If I don't gotta watch this video, it'll be way too long. But what have we learned here today? We learned that we can find fish in new places and maybe find fish that haven't been monkeyed with. I don't see people crappie fishing on this part of the lake. I've never seen anybody crappie fishing on this part of the lake. I fished the other side a lot. I just thought, Dennis, you don't fish the other side. Let's go over and try to find something new. And that's what I done today. And when I found the fish, they wouldn't bite me on a full-size bait. But when I went to an 1.5-inch bait, oh, y'all know the rest of the story. I caught plenty of them. Don't be afraid to change baits. As you've seen, I use multiple colors too. So don't get caught up saying only one color. They only would bite this color. I hear that all the time. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Y'all got to remember, I'm a bait maker. I make a lot of colors. I experiment with colors. There's more than one color on your lake that will catch fish. And in that given day, there's 2 or 3 colors that are better. And there's always one color that seems to be best for that day. I agree. But there's usually 2 or 3 colors that will work that day. Hey guys, Fishing Lake Country. See you next time.